Okay, welcome to the coalition meeting for December. We have a couple of guests here from different clubs. I'm going to turn it over to Rory because would you introduce these gentlemen and we'll get started with in promoting their clubs.
Certainly. First, we have Kurt Davis from the Blue Knights Nevada 2, if I remember correctly. Blue Knights are a law enforcement motorcycle club. And then also Jeff Fisher from Nevada Honor Ride, who was here last month with us as well.
Okay. Now, Rory, just real quick, are these gentlemen going to join in with a summer salute?
Yes, that's the purpose of them coming on today, was talk about their club, and both are very interested. And well, Jeff has already partnered with us for that, the motorcycle part of it. And Kurt, we've invited him to talk about the Blue Knights and see if they want to get involved with it as well.
Okay. Kurt, let's start with you. Obviously, we know your name. Your club name again is what?
The Blue Knights International Law Enforcement uh, motorcycle riders. We are an international group with thousands of officers from around the world as part of it. We have chapters in Ireland, Czechoslovakia, Ukraine. We have officers in Australia, Japan, and all places in between.
Wow.
Our chapter is the Nevada Chapter 2. The Nevada Chapter 1 is in Las Vegas. Chapter 2 was started in 1978, as I recall, with the International being started in 1974. Now, a name that some of you may recognize was that one of the chapter folks was a sergeant with the Ohio Patrol, and Tom, to this day, is still one of our members. Of course, that second thing, I just Tom Hamill, and he's still one of our active members. We are just a group of law enforcement officers and honoraries, as we call them. There's 55 of us all together that are regular officers, regular members, and the honoraries that we have are based on the number of people that we have. We have currently 5 honorary members. Our biggest thing was to start it to just be out as a group riding with like-minded individuals. We have gotten into a couple things in the meanwhile, insofar as service to the community. We started with what we call the Blue Butt Rally, which is a ride that we do every year. People sign up. It's they come in on Friday night. They're told that these are the rules, and there really are no real rules other than it is not a contest of speed. It's more of a, if you will, a time rally. You have generally 12 hours to ride about anywhere 500 miles or less and find clues along the way. And everybody gets a plaque, everybody gets a t-shirt, everybody gets a sticker. If we have to come out and get him, then they get their plaque, but we put the name tag on upside down.
Uh-huh. Where do you start from, Reno?
Generally, yes, sir. We have in the past started from Silver Legacy. Previous to that was the Peppermill. Currently, we have been. We started from the Washington County Sheriff's Office up at 911 Park. However, recently we've changed that over to Virginia City, to the hotel up there, and that has been really well received because we don't have to worry about anybody messing with the bikes or anything of that nature. And just getting there on two wheels is a whole bunch of fun in of itself. So that's pretty much about that. We meet on the third Saturday of every month at anywhere between 9 and 12, depending on what everybody's feeling like, and go for a little ride afterwards. We also have started with our Blue Butt ride. We started taking the money that we have saved for officers that have gotten hurt or killed in the line of duty. And fortunately, we haven't had that many in Nevada, in Northern Nevada. We've started a scholarship fund at Western Nevada College. We'll be expanding that to Truckee Meadows College to assist those who want to go into the line of law enforcement. That's pretty much all that. It's a good group of people. We have everything ranging from off-road BSAs. I'm sorry, not BSAs anymore. BMWs to we have a few Polaris slingshots and more than a couple of Can-Am trikes, spiders, for those guys that and girls that aren't so inclined to trust their balance, if you will, or what have you. It's a great group. We have a good time, and it's another time that we find the difference between war stories and fairy tales is that fairy tales start out once upon a time, a war story start out. This is no BS. There I was, minding my own business, when all of a sudden, and that's pretty much about the whole chapter right there.
So when do you do the run?
Our Blue Butt ride is in August. It's the third Saturday in August. We have had a couple other rides in between, other rides that we do from time to time. And we're going to be putting together a few of those as an outside group to join in. Law Enforcement Officer Memorial Ride is going to be replanned. And we're going to do that a little differently since we had a little friction inside as to how that was going to be run. So,
and when you do what's the furthest participant that's done like that event?
we have a special plaque for them. The furthest one we've had so far came from Florida.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Well, now let me rephrase that. Actually, the furthest one that didn't actually ride the entire way was from Australia. Howsoever, we break these into different conferences. The West Coast Conference includes Japan and Australia, and then it breaks up accordingly throughout the country and the continent. But again, the furthest we've had on this continent was from Florida. We've had them ride all four corners, then come to us just because some people are built that way. I don't know that I'd be able to sit that long, but that's just me anymore.
Wow. That's great. Anybody have questions?
I do. How many members you have?
Oh, good question. Thank you. Currently, we have 55.
Okay.
We lost a couple. As with everybody else, some of them are aging out and are either don't want to ride on a bike anymore, which we still alive. As a matter of fact, I think you might know a few of them, one of them being Roy Simmons and Tom Siegel. You've probably seen those guys show up.
Oh, Simmons is the Corvette guy. That 2018 Corvette.
Roy comes to a lot of the Thursday night cruises in Carson City.
Yes, sir. And he has since traded his Camaro, his special order Camaro, for a Blackwing Cadillac that he's, of course, boosted the electronics on. Just a kid that never grew up, God bless him. But he's still out there participating. We definitely have him in the middle of all of this, of course. Tom Siegel, you may have seen him. He's got a 57 Bel Air that he had since he was a kid. And I think he's putting the finishing touch on his Chris Craft.
Yeah. Does he do that show up there in Tile City?
I imagine so, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a nice show.
A lot more money than I've got, I'm here to
Oh
say.
man, I know. They're sure nice looking boats, so I'll tell you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So, anybody have anything else?
Yeah, Kurt, I know we talked about the summer salute and where it benefits the veterans guest house, Honor Ride Nevada, and the Comstock Load Quilters. And just we're hoping to get some of your guys to ride on up. We're going to have 2 classes for motorcycles,
Okay.
stock and a custom, and we're hoping to get maybe 50, 100 bikes up here and make this a real bash and worthwhile for the veterans, and it's all local veterans. We're not sending it out to any groups anywhere else.
Excellent.
It's all Northern Nevada stuff.
Well, quite the number of our members are veteran military. And so I guarantee you that we will be showing up. However, you're going to have to figure what class we're going to put those Polaris slingshots and those Can-Am 3-wheelers in.
We didn't figure those. They're just going to have to go in the motorcycle class. You can pick which stock or custom.
There we go.
Pick those.
Okay.
Everything's on our website,
All right.
NevadaCarCoalition.com.
Copy.
And the signups are all there. And if anybody wants to donate a little extra, those forms are on there as well.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
Hopefully we get a big contingency of you guys coming up there.
Yes, sir. I can guarantee you there's going to be more than a few of us up there.
Good.
And we have our first meeting of the year on 1 January 25. And I'll be reemphasizing this. It'll be put onto our chapter calendar. And I guarantee you, we will have a decent turnout. We like every group, of course. If you get more than out of 55 to 60, if you get more than 20, you are batting 1,000.
Yeah, yeah. Roy, does he have a copy of our flyer?
Yes, sir.
I sent you one,
Okay.
yeah. And
Okay.
we're going to have some made up here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And we'll get you a few of those as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect. So let's move on, Roy. Why don't you go ahead and reintroduce?
Hang on, Dennis.
Kurt, I
Dennis,
do have a question there.
Vicky has a question.
No, a statement. We strongly suggest that you register early because parking is going to be crazy that day with space. So we invite you to register early if you can.
Copy that, ma'am. Thank you very much. And like I said, we will be up there in force. We appreciate you doing this for our vets, and especially since some of these guys are going to be probably in a position to be doing this for friends of theirs. So thank you for doing this.
Cool.
Good. Well, thanks for your participation too. That's important.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Kurt.
Okay, Roy.
Jeff and I talked Saturday. We were at the welcome home for the last honor flight in Nevada, and we went over a couple of things. Jeff, why don't you go ahead and tell them what you've been up to?
Kurt, are you still on?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, terrific. I've ridden the Blue Butt a couple of times. It's a great ride.
Yes, you
I
have.
still think BSAs are a good bike.
Depending on how far you want to go. That's right.
Yeah. I would like to stay in touch with you, Kurt. I've gone around to several of the clubs in town. Nathan at Northern Nevada Hog, the Carson Hog Group. I've been in touch. I'm trying to work with Travis at Reno Harley Davidson, and I'm also working with Opie down at Carson for their sponsorship and to get them to participate also.
Excellent.
A couple of things that I may, and I've talked to Rory about it, going to individual clubs and everything. I can make up and have made through my printer business cards that are easy to use and pass out to individual riders and at club meetings, so they don't have a big sheet of paper to hang around. And it has the QR code on it. And I'd like to get with you for your next meeting in
Good
January,
idea.
pass those out.
That's a really good
Absolutely,
idea.
sir.
Yeah, when you go to the clubs and everything, or you see riders on the street or bike night or those kinds of things, it's just easy to hand out the cards. They're double-sided. Explains that, I'd use the logo that Summer Salute is using on that card and develop that card with the information on it as a good advertising tool.
Thank you.
And Jeff, I went and sent a text to our website guy, and he requested a QR code that'll go right to our website for it'll be Nevada Car Coalition, but it'll, the subcategories will be the Summer Salute.
Okay.
So
That's a good idea, Jeff.
As soon as I get that logo, I can get started on that, and the sooner the better.
Yeah.
Just to get it out, because the 15th is the combat veterans meeting
Right.
that I'm trying to get into. And I'd like to have it by then. It's a little time crunch now, but I can get back with them.
I should have it in a day or two.
Do you
Good.
have a copy of that logo, Rory?
I will get. I don't have it yet. I'll get
Okay.
the QR code's coming. Our logo I do have, yes.
Okay.
And I will make sure when I have that card made up that I'll run it by you guys, so I'm not stepping on anybody's toes or not saying something inappropriate or.
Well, we all say stuff that's inappropriate in this group.
Oh, I got
Especially that
watch.
guy over there on my left.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, buddy.
You shouldn't talk about Kevin like that. Jeez.
Wow.
But that's at the current time. That's all I've worked with is trying to get into Reno Harley Davidson, the Northern Nevada Hog Clubs. But there's other dealers out there and everything. And as soon as I get the information about trying to get more sponsors, more people to donate money. And then one other thing I talked to Rory about is a lot of the dealers will want to put up some prizes, not necessarily just trophies, but prizes. And I could put those into the silent auction.
That's
if
awesome.
That's acceptable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Outstanding.
I'll follow up on that then too.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Sure. We'll be in touch, Kurt.
All right, sir.
Let me ask a question.
Yes,
Ask a
ma'am.
question, because it sounds like you're signing up for stuff, Jeff. So, which is great. So I can put you down as you going out looking for monetary donations and silent auctions items. I can put you down for that.
Yes, related to the motorcycle community. Yes.
Okay. Because we got a list going, and I want to make sure that your club gets some kind of piece of the pie that we're offering out there.
Yeah.
So
I'm really not looking for much of the pie. You can put me
We
down.
understand.
We understand.
We understand that, but we do appreciate you volunteering.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we want to reward that for sure.
Just so you guys know too, Jeff and his wife Linda are staff members of Honor Flight.
Okay.
Outstanding.
Okay, that's right. Yeah. One thing I didn't do before, if we're going to sign you gentlemen off, is Kurt, if somebody wanted to get with you about your club, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, first of all, I have no problem in handing out my phone number if you want to, if you have anybody that's talking that way. Also, if they go to Blue Knights International Law Enforcement chapter, law enforcement. That's they might stumble across the Blue Knights drum and fife court, but that's not us. That's an entirely different group. So they need to look closely, but it's easy to find. We should be able to have them get in touch with us. It's on a website there. Also, let me see if let me look online here. If you go to Blue Knights Nevada, BlueKnights.org is the main. I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've done this. Had to go on to international. Blue Knights. International. There we go. It'll be Blue Knights International LEMC, Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club, and it'll bring it up. They'll be able to go into the different countries, and then to the different states, and then to the different chapters. We are Nevada Chapter 2. And but to get around all that, if they want to just shoot me a text, I'm okay with that. I got no problem.
Kurt, what's your number?
We need
What's
your
your
number.
number, Kurt?
775-720-0925.
Perfect.
Ask them
Rory,
just
do you
to
want
include,
to do? Go ahead.
I asked them just to include their name and what they're asking about, and we'll be all over that.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on. And Jeff, do you want to reach out and leave any number for your organization or no?
Yeah, go ahead. 775-233-6840.
Okay. And then I know, Jeff, you know about how to get on the coalition. Kurt, has Kurt joined the coalition?
I don't believe so. Kurt, on our Facebook page, Nevada Car Coalition,
Okay,
just you can join that, and then we'll accept you right away, and you'll be on
copy
there.
that. Then I just might open up a Facebook page.
There you go. Might try that sometime.
You might try that, buddy. Don't be afraid of it. It's not done bite.
You know what? Come to think of it, my wife is really good at that. My daughter tells me that I'm computer challenged, so I might ask one or both of their assistants on this. So
there you go. Yeah.
We post a lot of stuff up on that Facebook page.
copy that. Thank you, Rory. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
everybody.
So anybody have anything else for these two gentlemen? I'm going to stop recording there, and then we'll get on with our meeting.
Just thanks for coming on and giving us this information and offering to be a part of this fantastic show we're doing for our vets.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for putting this together and inviting us. That's something that's very near and dear to us, that's for sure.
Kurt, this recording will be posted up on the Facebook page tonight, so you can get your daughter to go click in and show you.
Yeah.
I'll see if my wife even wants to talk to me about that. So thank you, gentlemen.
All right.
For anyone who's listening or catching this on the web, what is the link to get signed up for Summer Salute?
Vicky?
NevadaCarCoalition.com.
Okay, good.
All one word.
And they can sign up now.
You can
Yes.
sign up now.
Vicky, do we need to say anything
People
about the
sign in.
Eventbrite thing before we
That's a
sign
link
off?
to That's a link to Eventbrite. That's all they.
Go to the Car Coalition page and it takes you to Eventbrite it'll tell you events in there.
Copy that.
Yeah. NevadaCarCoalition.com will take you right to our webpage, right to all the links, right to all the information about our club and what we're about, what we're doing.
Rory already filled me in on a lot of that, which is going to make it all the easier to sell to my group. Being the as you've known from Rory, a little I won't say standoffish, but not willing to take everything at face value initially. But you guys are good, so thank you.
Well, thank you for coming on, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Anybody have anything else before I stop the recording?
Before I sign off, I would just like to say that my wife and I are very much excited about helping out with this and participating from the motorcycle side of it.
Yeah, so are we. It's been so hard with car clubs. I know I've tried it with my local car club to try to get motorcycles involved with a car show, and it just never happens. So this is going to be very, very good. And I hope we can really lean on you to make this a well-received motorcycle event as well.
And I think some of the things you've got going, the music, the flyover, the auctions, the food
Get up
trucks,
contest.
all of those kinds of things are entertainment to have something happening that day for them.
Well, and to have motorcycles is just, it's, to me, it's so, it fits. It's just such another avenue for cars and motorcycles and this kind of an event. That's just my opinion.
It's a motor and wheels.
That's
right.
it.
That's right.
I've
Yeah.
got Linda's phone number.
You got a what?
I got Linda's phone number.
Who's Linda?
It's Jeff's wife.
Oh, she says she's got Linda's phone number, Jeff.
Oh, good.
So if I need her.
Jeff, do you know the date of the Gold Star tree ceremony to take it down?
No, I don't. Not offhand.
Okay.
I
was
count
just
on Dawn to email me on that.
Yeah, I forgot it. I just was going to invite everybody to the Atlantis second floor to see the Gold Star tree before we take it down.
It's up for quite a while. It's up through past Christmas, I believe.
Yeah, it's into January.
Good.
Maybe January 4th or somewhere in that neighborhood. Anyway, I'll get it next time. I'll let our guys know.
Well, thank you very much. You guys have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll get this posted up tonight, guys.
Copy that. Thank you.
Stop recording here.